probably stupid for me to do this, but I am on my way to go hunt down some Sony cameras right now. But let me first show you what I'm working with. So to preface this, obviously I'm not a tech reviewer. Regardless, I'm just a beginner, just like everyone else on YouTube. I'm starting fresh, I'm starting from scratch. I'm starting with gear that I thought and is still good for YouTube, but a lot of people start buying things because they're latest and greatest YouTubers and blah, 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 blah. And I'm one of those people that did exactly that. So right now I'm obviously recording on my phone on the iPhone 13 mini. Previously I was doing it on the iPhone 10. And so I upgraded into the Canon M50, which is an absolutely fantastic starter camera, works really well. It's a good little tiny camera, but for me, I'm a, kind of bigger hand. So I upgraded the camera with a small rig cage because for me, having a bigger grip for my hands and having something a little more substantial, it made it more important because I didn't feel like I was gonna drop this thing. Being so small as it was, I mean, form factor for an APS-C camera is absolutely cool. It's fantastic. So once I got handling this thing, I started noticing the audio would really kind of, I upgraded the microphone to the Rode Video Mic Go, which kind of looks kind of gross when it comes to this camera. I mean, it's nothing special. It works perfectly fine, but one thing I didn't like was the form factor of how big this thing was. Even when the lens is extended, it looked awkward. So then I upgraded to the Rode Video Mic Mini, which I think that's what it's called. And when it came to the side profile view, I don't know why aesthetics are a big deal, but let's be real, aesthetics are a big deal. When it came down to the side profile view, it looked good. Obviously with the cord here, it pops this up a little bit more. And as soon as I upgraded the audio, the video itself, I want to upgrade as well. And so then I invested into a new vlogging lens, which happened to be the Sigma 16mm. This lens is a very good lens, definitely hefty. So this setup here, got a lot of questions about it because it just looks very, very aesthetically appeasing, very professional, kind of. But as soon as I made this upgrade, I noticed I wanted something else. I still wanted better audio. Even though the audio was good on this camera, it still didn't give me a lot of flexibility. So I wanted something I had a little more control over. So then I upgraded again to the Rode Video Mic Pro Plus, which is absolutely fantastic. This setup is killer, especially for vlogging because this lens is nice and wide. It has an articulating screen that flips up right here. So when you're shooting yourself, you can see it perfectly right then and there. You know exactly what's going on. And also you can set the functions to be however you want it so that if you're playing around like this, you know exactly where to push, what to push to get certain changes such as ISO or white balance. This setup here lasted a long time and then I started wanting more. Clearly, my hedonistic ways need to be quelled. Now, I'm not saying you need all this stuff or any of this stuff to get started. Obviously, I'm recording on my phone right now, but having something intentional like a camera is always gonna be helpful. I don't think I necessarily need to upgrade, but for my mental, I have to upgrade, which sounds kind of messed up. Knowing myself, I just have to do it. I have to go balls to the wall. I have to go and just buy it, be out of sight, out of mind. But the good thing is, even if I'm upgrading, now I have this stuff for my kid to use, especially because she's going to high school next year. Really weird. She now can use this stuff to be creative on her own, and that is something I am excited to share with her. And let's be real, I'm not gonna be putting affiliate links in the description below just so you guys can buy this stuff. I mean, it does help the channel, but that's not the goal. I'm not looking at the camera. I'm doing this because I made mistakes and I don't want you guys to make the same mistakes. Granted, you kind of need to make mistakes to kind of know what you did wrong. But when it comes to something like this, if you don't have to spend the money, then don't. If you really want to save up and do all that kind of stuff, I think that's a better choice considering how expensive things are and how hard it is to get some of these things. But if getting these things right then and there, right now, is going to help you be intentional and help you actually get the job done, don't mind the toilet, you should probably get it. Ugh. It's hot outside. For me, the level of intentionalism when it comes to having gear like this is very important. I mean, it's just kind of like having our parents buy camcorders to capture the moments, family trips, graduations, birthdays, and that's something I want to do with this kind of stuff. And if getting gear like this is going to be more of a deciding factor, more of a, maybe want to go out more to film and shoot, then why wouldn't I do it? Especially because those kind of moments, they only happen once. Like Tater Tot's first birthday. Look at that boy. Look at that 1-year-old. I was gonna put my camera mounted on this tree, but there's so many ants running up and down it, and ants are probably one of my least favorite bugs ever. Even though they're fascinating, I hate them. Anyways, so all the work can be done with this, a phone. I'm doing it right now. It's kind of hypocritical saying that you shouldn't use a phone to record videos. My issue is the intentionalism. When it comes to being on a phone, you can't help but keep going on social media, checking emails, checking Twitter, checking anything else besides shooting a video and being intentional on how you edit and record. And that's something that is huge to me, and that's why I want to get this camera. Even this little film camera right here, I just want it because I want to take more pictures, more tangible pictures, and print them out for us as a family. You know, it's one of those things where tangible photos are something of the past. Link in description below. But nonetheless, intentionalism, cameras, tater tot, bugs. Ugh. And obviously, if you guys clicked a link in the description below, you guys will see how much this thing's cost. If I didn't buy any of this, I would have been able to have bought this camera just like that. But would I have gotten the content out up until this point? Probably not. I would have been using my phone, probably a lesser quality phone than this, and I wouldn't have had fun. And I'm not saying be dumb with your, shut up. I'm not saying be dumb with your spendings, especially with everything else around us going up in price. Gas is ridiculously expensive. Speaking of gas, I gotta get gas. Speaking of gas, I got gas. Gear acquisition syndrome, which means whenever something new comes out, you want to get it, which is terrible. As you guys can tell by what I showed you guys in the beginning of this video, I got a lot of things. It doesn't help that gas itself is very expensive, but I'm a victim. Not really a victim. I'm a victim. Also, we're gonna be checking out Best Buy. It says they're sold out online on the app, so I'm gonna go in person. Hopefully they have one in stock. At the very least, they have one in stock. I'm trying to get with just the kit lens. I'll upgrade the lenses later, which is part of that whole gear acquisition syndrome. You want to get some good lenses, let alone the G Masters, which cost as much as the camera itself. For now, we're gonna hope to find the camera, kit lens. Also gotta get a new memory card. And that's the thing, when it comes to all this kind of stuff, for getting a new camera, you have to take into consideration all the upgrades. You have to get a new memory card, new battery charger, new camera strap, if you so choose. Base price that you're paying out for just the body and the kit lens itself, it goes up even further because of all the stuff you need to get when you switch over platforms. I'm going from Canon APS-C sensors to Sony full frame. Bar is dirty as shit, but look at tater tot. Yep. It's hot as Best Buy. Everyone's in a hurry. I'm gonna cheat and check toys and Pokemon cards real quick. They actually do have some Pokemon cards. Huh. Good to know. Good to see it. Finally in stock. So, passing the Nikons. Kind of musty in here. What is this camera here? Oh, the ZFC. Like it. Oh, talking about getting new gear, you also have to start buying all the lenses, and I already have plenty of lenses for my Canon cameras, so having to make this big pivot from Sony, from Canon, it's kind of a lot, bro. And, well, wrong one. That is the R4 A7 S3, which would be absolutely fantastic, but I am a poor boy.
Was that the original one? Or that's the one you're love?
No A7 IVs at all.
I just wanted some belly buttons.
That's the lens that I plan on getting next, and that is way up there. Spoiled, bro. So Best Buy did not have it. None of the surrounding Best Buys had it. I thought I would try my luck, and my luck, there's no such thing. I'm looking at different camera stores right now online, and a lot of them are photography studios or they develop film. Some are actually boudoir studios, which is something I want to kind of perverse on my own. But I got to find a place that actually sells cameras. I found one, and I'm hoping that one, I'm hoping they have it, because I got this excited in their test, and now I'm kind of bummed out. I can't lie, my heart is racing. If you guys hear my little noisy cricket, it's my Pokemon Go catcher. I'm kind of excited to see if this store, if it's a store for one, if it's not like a boudoir setup, but if it's an actual store that sells cameras and they have it. I feel bad because it's Tater's birthday and not mine, but it kind of feels like my birthday. According to Tess, it is hot. Too hot for tater tots and too hot for tater tot.
Hi. Hello.
Beauty. There we go. Oh, actually...
Yay, Jimmy!
Buyer's remorse has not kicked in yet. It's only been like 2 minutes. One of the things I want to say is that don't go for broke. If it's one of those situations where financially you're not really there and able to do it, don't do it, because the last thing you want to do is go balls to the wall and all of a sudden be broke, and then you can't live life the way you're expecting to with the new camera because you're too broke to even buy lunch, buy food, buy gas, to even go anywhere. So then you're stuck with an expensive camera at home, which, hey, if you're making money that way, by the way, that's perfectly fine. I'm not here to judge your OnlyFans. I'm trying to start an OnlyJans, by the way, so link in the description down below. Buyer remorse is kicking in just a little bit. I can only hope that the Mac Mini can actually read these cards anyways. Camera fell! So we're at In-N-Out Burger, getting lunch real quick. That much further away from being able to play with the new camera. Tater Tot is kind of sick of our shit right now. I'm going to be doing a little mini unboxing while we're in the car because I'm a little too geeked out right now. So I have a battery charging in the car because I am just that impatient. I'm gonna move the car again, hold on. We're literally like inching by like foot after foot after foot. So I don't know what's in this bag. This one has the charging brick. So you don't get actual, you know, charger stand. You get a charger brick with a USB-C cable to plug into the camera, which is fine. But I want to have this thing ready to go when we're ready to go. And this baggie here has the actual battery itself. Look at that little Sony thing. Kind of fetched to have a little, okay, Sony logo go in and out of focus, but kind of neat. Gonna be using a third-party battery as well. I would love to do full Sony everything, Sony memory cards and Sony batteries, but unfortunately that wasn't the case today because that store didn't have them. So once things are back in stock, go full Sony. As we are still barely moving the car, I might as well grab the camera body out. All right, now we're moving the car. Got a freaking box on top of me trying to open this thing. I'm pretty sure if the cop behind us notices what's going on, I'm like, oh, we'll give you a ticket once we get you. So here's the body of the camera. And as I was mentioning earlier about some of the cameras that I had, this part right here where the grip is, this for the most part takes my whole hand in there. The other one kind of, you know, my pinky would have been floating. And then the lens, so you get the 28 by 70 zoom lens, the kit lens. It's not a constant 2.8 aperture, which kind of sucks, but it's a lens, a starter kit lens to get us going for this journey of converting to Sony and going full board into a place that I don't think we need to be, but I want to be there anyways. Look at that sensor, bro! Driving. The camera is not fully mounted yet, and now it is. So here is my very first Sony Alpha camera. Pretty juiced, pretty excited. The battery is still charging, so I'm pretty sure there's a little bit of juice left in there. That's how most batteries are, but I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna wait. I'm excited and I'm hungry. Just to let you guys know, I don't think that In-N-Out is the best burger. Being a California native, that's kind of blasphemous, but let me just say, it's not my favorite burger when it comes to the whole argument of fast food and In-N-Out or Shake Shack. Shake Shack's the winner. So it sucks that there's a slight emotional tether when it comes to materialistic things. I hate it, I get it. I mean, it's kind of obvious, Pokemon, opening Pokemon cards on YouTube. Come on, let's be real. It's kind of obvious that I like things, but this doesn't mean it's the same for everybody. Not everyone has an emotional tether to things, which is a fantastic, absolutely fantastic thing. I can't wait to go a little bit more minimalistic in the future. That's the goal, and that's why I want to make these investments now, so that when I have these things that I want to do, sell off everything, I can document it with this camera. It's weird that I'm talking about having an emotional tether to materialistic things, even though I want to sell those things. Trust me, it's been a mindfuck. So when it comes to the camera, I can't lie, I'm kind of happy. So the rest of the video is now going to be done on this camera in 3, 2. Notice the difference? Probably not, maybe a little bit, but right now we're gonna go on a walk. Tater has been having some stomach issues, which sucks because it's his first birthday. We wanted to get him a cake, wanted to do all this special crazy shit. Fortunately, next weekend there's something pretty big going on, which I'm super, super glad to have this camera for. And then we're gonna make it his birthday celebration then, even though today's his birthday. But for now, we're gonna go on a little digestive walk. And we gotta run some errands too. So we have a Hobby Lobby speed run because it's closing in like 5 minutes. What? My allergies are killing me. just dropped the camera for the first. I just dropped the camera. Obviously, this camera is something I have to get used to. We have Jules over here taking pictures of flowers. Not using the camera yet that I gave her, but soon, you know, she's taking digital photography class next year. So she could be putting that camera into use, so it's not going to be wasted or anything like that. But obviously, my worst fear just happened. I actually dropped the camera. It wasn't my fault though, but you know, still fell. But you know, it's just one of those things. I have this camera now. I have the full intention of using it virtually every single day. I mean, hopefully you can get the schedule of doing almost like a daily vlog at this point. Tater tot pooped. Gross. His stomach has been acting up, so getting him to poop is actually a big deal. Oh, buddy. Good pooper, bro.
The things you get excited about when you have a dog.
Especially because those kind of moments. Pooped. And the camera looks good, except that I dropped it. So now the goal is to get some lenses, which will be done in time, not anytime soon, so no rush for that. Like I said, the new gear acquisition syndrome is absolutely real. Do you need it? No. Do I need it? Absolutely not, but I'm a victim of it.
When he started hunching down, I was like...
Obviously, there was that Indian wedding over there, and this couple was taking a picture outside, and someone took a picture of them. The guy with the cute corgi took a picture of them, and then they asked me to take the picture of them after he just did it. So, you know, by complimentary sense, this camera's putting in that work, bro.